All right, people, what is good? Episode number 12 of the VF Cast. I am VF Baller, and today we're going to talk about just gaming in general. It's not too much news related that's out there to this week, and for me, I just been picking up more games and playing more games, and I just want to really talk about my approach to gaming lately, because one thing that people, I guess most people who are casual to hardcore gamers, the approach to gaming does change a lot, and it's just natural. And I also want to talk about the quality of gaming. There's a lot of gaming out here, and it's a lot of ways to game, and it's a really good time to be a gamer. So we'll get into all of that. First and foremost, before I get into that, thank you guys a lot, not only just for coming through this channel and supporting this channel, but also the First and Frame Rates channel. That's my primary channel. That channel is taking off, and it's all thanks to you guys, everybody who goes over there and listen to the things I want to talk about, sports related, and just really appreciate it. Over here, we mostly talk about the gaming aspect, if this is your first time here, and usually talk about some gaming news every now and then, and talk about the pickups that I go get throughout the week. I usually go to a retro game store, or just go to a GameStop or Best Buy or whatever, pick up a game or two that I like, and basically talk about the games I pick up and give you a quick synopsis of what the game entails and my experience with it. All right, so let's get into this. Just my thoughts on gaming. I've been having a blast with gaming, and it's just been a phenomenal. Just looking at gaming from a standpoint of just just gonna sit back and play some games. And I know that sounds crazy. A lot of people will say, just like, well, don't you always do that? Well, there's been times where I've been looking for the wrong things in gaming, and I don't know if people have been victim of this, or people have not done this before. Just been in a situation where you're trying to find an experience, and you never able to find it, and you end up getting not necessarily frustrated, but you end up putting a hobby down, or you just don't really think about gaming as much because that particular experience that you're looking for is just not there. Say for instance, I'm going to play this game, or I'm going to play that game, and I want to play this racing game or this fighting game or this RPG, and it just doesn't pan out for you because you're looking for that experience. I've came to the conclusion where I don't necessarily look for a certain experience in gaming. I basically look into just the game and just play it. I've noticed that when I just pick up a game that looks interesting to me and I just play the game, I find different experiences in that game, to where it's something that surprising, something that is organic, and it gives you a memory that just that comes out of nowhere. Because when you're looking for that experience, when you're looking for that memory, I feel that most of the time you come up short, because it's not necessarily what you're looking for. That memory, that experience that you're looking for, is something that we've been knowing about gaming for years, and myself for decades, is where that you find an experience, or you find a moment in a game that just happens. And for some people, you probably listen to this and be like, well, isn't that always the case? And yeah, it is. But for me, and I'm going to speak for myself personally, when you have a lot of things going on, like for me, I work, and I do another YouTube channel, and I hang out with my son, and I do things with my wife. I do so many other things. When it comes to gaming, I'll be like, hey, I want to just have that experience that I used to have, and there's sometimes I've been just looking for that experience, and I just put the game down because it's not what I was looking for. And I have to realize, like, look, quit worrying about what you're looking for. Just go in and just try to enjoy yourself. And ever since then, I've been doing this for the past month or so, and ever since then, I've been just having so much fun with games I thought I would never play. There's a few games on the Epic Game Store that I've been playing. I've been having a blast with. The new Ratchet and Clank is out, and I've been wanting that game, and I've been wanting I've made a video about that. I want that game, and I want a PS5 just for that game now, because I was gonna wait until Gran Turismo come out, which now Gran Turismo 7 is gonna be on PS4. So I don't know what to think about that, but that's another story for another day. I was gonna wait to get a PS5, but Ratchet and Clank made me want to get one. But I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to run around and trying to find that great experience, which it'll come in due time, I'm going to end up getting a PS5. But instead of trying to find a PS5, I have like all the other Ratchet and Clanks here, and some of them I haven't even finished, and some of them I don't have vivid memories of, because I've played. I pretty much ran through a lot of those games. Those games are like really, they don't take long to complete. And I don't remember playing those games back in, the early mid 2000s. So I went back to play them, and I just played it just to play it. And I was like, well, let's see what these games are hitting on, because I wanted to play the new Ratchet and Clank because how beautiful it looks. But I've been playing these Ratchet and Clank games, the older ones, just to say, like, yo, these games are actually fun. I was actually enjoying myself playing them. The different, the combat, the weapons, the enemies. It's pretty neat that these games hold up so well today. So, I'm still going to get a PS5, but I'm not in a rush to try to get one, because it's like the arms race to get one is like ridiculous. And I'm not the one to try to run behind, trying to buy a console. Or due to popular belief, because I have so many consoles, people think that, hey, you're just going to get it anyway. Yeah, but I'm not about to run and try to beat bots and get on the internet. I really hope they get into the store one day and I will get one, but that look like that's not going to happen no time soon, so I may not have a choice. But right now, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, and I'm having fun. It's one of the reasons why there's a lot of other games that I end up putting down, because I'm looking for an experience and I'm not just enjoying myself. The recent 2018 God of War is one of those examples. I'm so used to looking for that experience for the old God of Wars. I end up putting down God of War 2018 and end up beating God of War 3 Remastered because I like that gameplay. And it's not that I think that God of War 2018 is a bad game. It just didn't give me that experience that I thought I would have. And it's really unfortunate on my end, because it's a really good game. It's a beautiful game. I don't think it's a game that I should have put down. My wife always tears me a new one when it comes, and she always like fusses at me about The Evil Within. That's a game I still haven't finished. The only reason why I haven't finished, because I'm looking for a Resident Evil 4 experience, which some people say that game is like a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4. I love Resident Evil 4, but you know what I did? I end up going back beating Resident Evil 4, because The Evil Within is a good game, but I just didn't feel like it was I didn't feel like it was a game that I wanted to really get and finish, so that's another thing. Wolfenstein 2, I did not finish that game, because I finished the first one and I loved the first one. The first one, it's a great game. The second one is good too, but I didn't finish that game because I felt that I didn't get the same experience as the first one. And you kind of see the running gag here. I think at the end of the day, I need to just play these games and just find my moments, find the moments that's in the game instead of looking for something in the game. And I think, one thing I remember when I was really like into the sim community and doing the Madden stuff, I think that's what a lot of guys in that community do. And they're looking for an experience instead of playing the game and creating an experience. And I'm not really sure if that's actually healthy, because some people find joy in doing that. And so I can't say that it's healthy or non-healthy, but for me, I knew it wasn't healthy for me. And it got to the point where I had to step back. I don't even think I've really talked about Madden in that sense in months. I recently played Madden, and I enjoy myself because I just play the game and have fun. I don't really get into the ins and outs of these games anymore. If the game has a bug, if a game has a problem, then it needs to be addressed. If not, I don't play it. Look at Cyberpunk 2077. I really want to play that game, but I'm like, bro, it's like I can't do nothing with this game because of all the bugs. And I think it's a phenomenal game. And it's just so sad that that has happened that way, because I think that game could have been on its way to be a true masterpiece, and it could have been something that's really, really good. And maybe it'll be turned around one day, and people will go back to it when it's at a much cheaper price, because I just did a video on that they just put the game back on the PlayStation Store, and I don't know if it's going to be received well. I'm not sure. Should it? I think it just depends if the bugs are fixed or whatever. But they're still telling people not to play the game on a base PS4, and it's crazy. The game should have never came out on a base PS4. I mean, you're almost making the situation where the game should have probably never came out on the last generation consoles. It should have just been a PS5, an Xbox Series game. But nevertheless, we'll see how that plays out. And it's one of the reasons, and I know me and my son has been doing this a lot, and he's only 2 years old, but he's getting into gaming fast, and I'm like very fast. He sees me play games, he wants to play games. He loves Super Mario Kart. Well, he loves Mario Kart 8, and he is loving that game a lot. And it's scary how fast that he's picking up on these games, and that game, and learning it. Like, he's only 2, so he doesn't know everything, but he knows how to accelerate, and he's starting to learn how to turn. Once he learns how to do that, it's a wrap. I mean, he's going to be on that game heavily. But speaking of that, like, me and my son, like, he creates these small memories for himself, even at the age of 2, of having fun with these games. Like, he loves playing with Tanuki Mario, and it brought me back to saying, you know what? I need to, start playing more Nintendo games. And in most games with Nintendo, they don't come out broken, or they don't come out any game, not just Nintendo games, but any game that comes out on the Nintendo platforms usually come out pretty decent. Now, you may have a few games that come out jacked up or whatever, and they may need a patch or two, but for the most part, Nintendo games, like, going all the way back in the day, Nintendo games always had pretty good quality. I recently picked up a few more Nintendo games recently, and I've been having a blast playing them. GameCube, Wii. I think I picked up a few games for the N64 not too long ago, and though going all the way back to the NES, like, these games are like really, really put together, and it's just that that's just one less thing you have to worry about. And I'm really I have to get a Nintendo Switch now, and I'm getting to the point now. I don't care if it's a Nintendo Switch Lite or if it's a regular one. I just don't care, because I know somebody in my Discord saying that it's okay if I get the regular one so I can capture footage. I'm not really interested in capturing footage. I don't know. Maybe it just depends. I'm not really interested in putting gameplay up like I used to, which I should, because I still have a lot of gameplay that I want to put up, but we'll see how that plays out, because I don't know if how I want to play that, if it's something that I want to do. It wouldn't hurt either way, either one I get, because I feel that I'll be able to have a legitimate enjoyment out of the Switch. I've been on the fence of getting a Switch for years now. I've been saying that I was going to get one when Bayonetta 3 came out. Now, we don't know when that's coming out. Then you got all these other games came out. This recent E3 that just came out, it made me want to get one at that point, because it's just overwhelmingly positive games, overwhelmingly good games that are coming out. Just like, I got to get it. They got the Mario Tennis, not Mario Tennis, but Mario Golf is coming out. And I just recently bought that on the GameCube, because I love those games, and GameCube has a really good library of games when it comes to games in general. Very, 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 very good library. But I think once those games came out, then the new Metroid games coming out, I was sold. I was like, yo, I got to get a Switch. I don't care if it's the regular one or if it's the light. I need to get one, and that's gonna be the next one on my bucket list. I think I will get that before. I think I'm gonna get that before I get a PS5. I'm not too worried about getting a Series X right now. I have the Series S. You see it right here. Yeah, it's right there. I got a Series S and I got an Xbox One S, and I'm not really in a rush to get one right away, but I do want to get the Switch and a PS5. As far as retro gaming goes, I just having a blast. I think we just have to realize that there's so many games that are out right now that are, not just new games. I'm talking like older games that we may not have played before. That's one of the reasons why I do my pickups. There are games out there I've never really played, or games that I haven't had in a long time, and I go back and buy them. And I know there's a possibility I may not play every game that I have, but I try to play them at least once. And most of these games are really good. A lot of these games are really, really good, and I think that I'm in a good place right now where I can just play games, I can enjoy myself, and it's a really good feeling because, I've been in an area where every game that I had to play or every game that I wanted to play, it was just not, to me, I felt like it was not a good experience. And it was a lot of self-inflicted, it was a lot of self-infliction when it came to not enjoying these games. And I think this is where that now I've taken a different outlook and I've taken a different approach to where I just pop the game in and try to learn a new game or try to learn a game I haven't played before and just try to get the best experience possible. I think that's something that we all could do. I don't knock anybody for being try to critique a game. I don't knock anyone who may have a situation with a game that they want the game to be better and complain about it. I don't have a problem with that because if a game is bad, you should complain. But like in my merch, I have a t-shirt that says less complaining, more gaming, because the truth be told, and I think that's something nobody wants to talk about, there's a lot of good in gaming, much more so than the negative. We just focus on the negative. That's why we should have less complaining and more gaming. Not because, like I said, you just take whatever that's out there and just play it. No. When you look at the scope of gaming, I'm not talking about like just the PS5 and the Xbox Series. I'm talking about gaming as a whole. When you look at every console that's out there, any console that's available, any game that's available out there to play, and you pop those games in and play them, there's a less chance that you're going to have a bad experience, unless you just don't like gaming. You're going to have a good experience if you play these games, and you will be able to have more memories and more time to game and less time to complain. And I think that's something that we don't really realize. Or I just think a lot of people complain more because they have so many memories or so many good experiences of gaming. They turn around and try to talk about the bad part of gaming because they want to continue to have all those good moments. I don't know. I just think that gaming is just phenomenal right now. And I just think I think it'll always be a great experience. I think with my setup and all the consoles I got over here, the ones I have right here behind me, the second, I have a bookshelf over here, and I got a second bookshelf on the other side of this television. And with all the games, I don't have to buy another game ever and just continue just to play every game I have and just have full enjoyment. And that even goes for buying a PlayStation 5 or a Switch or buying more games on this PC right here. It's just I don't have to, but I love gaming so much that I want to, and it's always a good time. And I think this is a phenomenal hobby to have, and I recommend this hobby for children. I recommend it for people who want to be challenged. I recommend it for people who are bored, because these type of this particular hobby is a great hobby, and it gets your mind off of so much. It gets you away from things. It gives you a reason to think. It helps you with your thinking skills, hand-eye coordination, and all the stuff. Like I said, my 2-year-old son, he plays games now. He's just trying to figure out how to play it, but I see his mind working. I see him trying to figure things out. Gaming is not all about there's always a zombie, brainwashing type of mechanism. It can be, but it just depends on what you play. A lot of people play games, and they play games with the approach to trying to be somebody that they're not, or they just focus on just trying to win, which you want to play a game to win. I mean, who don't want to do that? But it's how you win is the thing. A lot of people try to win in a certain way to where it's win at all costs, and they take the enjoyment out of gaming by doing that. And that's the thing that really is detrimental to gaming, especially online gaming. It's horrible on that end when you try to win at all costs and don't matter the cost and don't care how you do it. You just want to win. Some people want to win by playing competitively and playing honestly, and having legit fun while doing it. And even when you're playing online or you're playing by yourself, I think that's one of the best ways to play. When you're just trying to figure out the mechanics, when you're trying to beat the AI or you're trying to beat your opponent, and you're doing it the right way. You're not trying to cheese or spam or trying to manipulate the game. You're just trying to play and have a good time. And that's one of the best ways to play video games, in my opinion. It's one of the best ways to enjoy yourself, and it just doesn't get any better than that. It don't get any better than having that type of experience, to where when you go back and look and you play these games, and the times that you're not playing, you can go back and look and say, that's a good experience. I want to go home, or when I get home, or when I have time, I'm going to try to have that experience again. And like I said, it's all the way, it comes to full circle now. It all goes back to how you approach these games. Gaming is in a good spot. Gaming is, I think gaming will always be in a good spot, honestly. I don't see where there's a really negative factor in playing video games. Not at this point. I mean, I think the only thing I could say negative is just be responsible. Don't let gaming consume you to the point where you don't know your priorities, or you don't know who you are, or you just don't know how to interact with people. And I think that's one thing about gaming. Gaming does skew people a perception on interacting with people. And I think that's something that we need to get back to, where playing games and having fun with games is actually a good place where you can interact with people on a positive level. But some people take it the opposite way, and they interact with people on a negative level. And it's really unfortunate at the end of the day, but that's how it is at times. That's just how it is. I mean, people are different. People are competitive, and when they're competitive, they do these type of things. So what can you do? I think in a sense, that if you're going to be playing these games, just have fun. Just have fun. It's just nothing wrong with that. Just having fun. And I think that's something that a lot of us got away from, and it's something that is easily can be attained again if you just play these games and enjoy yourself. And it's a phenomenal thing. Normally with these podcasts, I try to go around to between the 25-30 minute mark, and I think I'm getting up on that time right now. You guys are amazing for hanging out with me for this far. I plan on doing some more things with this podcast. I'm going to try to get some people on, try to do some one-on-ones, do some interviews with some people, because it's been a long time coming for me to do that. I haven't done one in a long time. I think the last one I did a one-on-one was with this guy named Izzy. Shout out to Izzy. I haven't seen him on Twitter in a while. But that was on my First and Frame Rates channel. I haven't done one on here. So I think I'm going to try to do some one-on-ones with people, just do some straight interviews, do some more things when it comes to gaming. Maybe do a showcase on some consoles. I have a lot of ideas, so we'll see how all that plays out. If you made it this far, once again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate all the love and support I'm getting, not only on this channel, but the First and Frame Rate channel. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. I try to do these podcasts every Sunday, and I try to do a pickup video every Monday or Tuesday. And throughout the week, I try to do just gaming news and opinions on certain things. Up here in the top corner right here, I have some merch. You can see hit the on Teespring. Click the Teespring link. You can check that out, and you can find all the things I have. I have tumblers, I have mugs, I have clothes for women, T-shirts, all that. I got stickers, decal stickers, all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys will check that stuff out. That'll be phenomenal. And you guys really make this go. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys make me want to get up and make content all the time, not only on here but the other channel as well. And if you guys don't mind, like this video, share this video, let people know what I'm doing over here. Or if once I put this up on the podcast, because on the podcast avenues, share the podcast, let people know what I'm doing over here, so I can get more people to listen and more people to interact. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to this channel, the YouTube channel VFcast, and you can continue to get notified when I put up content. Sound like my son is up. I hear him downstairs, and we're going to have another good day. Hopefully, I'm going to take him out and do some things. So I'll see you guys next time. You guys be blessed. Thank you guys once again for another great show. Episode 12 of the VFcast. Gaming, and more gaming. Gaming is in a good place. I really believe that. All right, y'all. You guys be easy. Peace.